Welcome back to the Axis playthrough for Strategic Command World War II. Alright, I pretty much have moved enough units to the Dutch border so that hopefully next turn I can attack. Okay, let's go to Italy and reinforce this for its journey to Libya. About as far as we're going to go. And that's about pretty much everything I can do with Italy. Move this fleet in here. We can put this one here for repairs. And I don't see anything else. I have 36 left here. I think I've done everything. I've operated as many units as I can, and I've done the best. And hopefully Poland will surrender the next turn. Kriegsmarine at sea. Make sure that that's very important. If you are ever, this is why this map, you're zooming out in the map here, you may instantly be able to recall that you still have something left to do and not neglect. Let's move up here. Just hope I don't get caught by the Royal Navy. Let's reinforce Addis Ababa. And I think everything is going according to plan. I think there's anything else to do here. Okay. Now I have to play the Japanese. And the weather is just awful in China. I'm going to proceed with the offensive in Nanning. I don't think I'm going to have much luck moving units across mountains and jungle, but I have to wait for this port here to turn to a level 5, and then I can start bringing in units. But in the meantime, with the Japanese income, let's take a look at research here. The Germans are already researching quite a bit, and they have some good categories that's already researched even before the game started. But once I get some extra money, I really try to put into industrial technology, production, and logistics as much as I can, because that's extremely important. Because to win this game, your goal is not only to create very good defensive positions and concentrate really on one enemy. Well, in the European case, it's going to be Germany's going to eventually just need to concentrate on Russia and not have other distractions that are serious, that can cause some serious problems. Thus, the strategy to invade England at all costs. Japan, well, it looks like they do have infantry weapons. That's good. So I'm also going to be pursuing, see that zero. Their industry and production is going to have to go up too. So I have to keep that. I think I'm going to, with the amount of money available now, I think that's very essential that Japan starts doing that. But let's do some upgrades and reinforcements first, and then see what absolutely upgrade the aircraft. Okay, this one's a sitting duck, so I guess I can attack him. Okay, the movement. This is problematic, this movement over here, so and I don't want him counterattacking. He's just going to have to stay in Canton. See, the corps can be moved. Corps units can go through this horrible terrain a lot better than army units. But I like to have army units assaulting key positions, especially a corps like Nanning. So I think I'm going to have to do a trade here. Yeah, I cannot leave Canton open. And the weather is just awful, so I guess I can move the garrison here. For now. Because then eventually I can move. I will be able to move the corps through this terrain, but then I can bring in these two army units over here, and then they can attack along up here. And I got to learn a lot of things here. Terrain's very important. Where you position your headquarters, a lot of these things are extremely important. And it wouldn't hurt to see upgrade. Aircraft and naval weaponry. It's a good thing to do at this time is to upgrade. Okay. That will all become very useful, and best time to upgrade aircraft is when the weather is horrible, just like now. You got the money and the weather's bad, upgrade them. The corps doesn't need. Take a look at the partisan situation. That's important. Okay, Amoy and Foochow. Definitely need to keep your units there. Seeing one. And since that's near the frontier, you want to keep the corps and the army units to counter any Chinese major attacks. Now, I have to look at the situation later on, as I may need more army units. If there's no chance of fighting the Soviet Union at a time when I need units elsewhere, I could move a lot of the army units, like the one in Manchukuo, and maybe a few corps because they can travel through jungle and other terrain pretty quickly, and replace these partisan points with garrison units, if that's necessary. But I hope there's no trick where the Russians can just declare war anytime they want. So May not be a good idea. Let's do at least one research this turn. Production and technology. Oh, insufficient funds. Huh? Oh, Germany. Japan. Let's do industrial technology. Do one of these here for now. And next turn we'll do another one and do the upgrades and what a little offensive I can do against China. But main point is going to be attacking down here in the south. And since why can't he reinforce? Okay, well, let's get some good odds here. Advance is not possible, but if another unit comes in here, then I guess I can create a killing zone. And this here needs to be left alone. I don't need to be attacking here. I'm just going to keep on defending Wuhan. If I can straighten the line out here, that'd be good until I can conduct my offensive in the south and then possibly come in and take Changsha eventually. But in the meantime here to be defensive. Okay, let's put him on a road because I may be able to supply him and put him behind a river. Like I said, this unit here can't do anything for now. If they do come down, at least I can use them to a counterattack. Alright, Japan has 44. No good odds here. Let's stay on the defense. I do want to upgrade, but that's not going to happen until I may have to do I'll have to upgrade them over here sometime. I do want my army units upgraded before I assault Nanning. And let's see, aircraft carrier. Reinforce it, because I'm going to be possibly using some of the air units to assist in the reduction of Nanning. I have two tactical bombers, two of them here. Okay, they're going to be useful. Okay, let's scan the situation. Oh, one lone destroyer. Oh. And I noticed Japan does not have, okay, well, they got a couple destroyers. And since the Japanese economy is very dependent on the sea lanes, you know, two destroyers, hopefully they get some more. Take a look here. Okay, carrier battleship. No, so eventually later on I'm going to have to build a few more destroyers. At least I like to have at least 5 patrolling in case they're later on with the United States or the British, you know, if they're going to start sending subs and choking my economy, I'm going to need the destroyers and these interior lines to destroy the subs. I'd rather be using aircraft carriers, to destroy their capital ships when that time comes. We're zero, have nothing to spend. Have to get some more army units. Okay, I think 36-0. Let's double check here. I don't want to make any oversights or mistakes. This is destroyer. Italy's moved. Everything's moved. I have moved my German fleets towards Norway. Okay, well, I guess we can say and turn 2. Poland surrenders. Excellent. Yes. Okay, our offensive in Poland has been a great success and the Polish army has been defeated. Yes, we do honor the Ribbentrop, Molotov-Ribbentrop tag. You get 25 MPPs a turn. Yeah, of course. Very important to keep the Soviet Union at peace as long as possible. Because with my strategy here, you have till September of 1941 most of the time before you can see a Russian attack coming. So you got plenty of time. You have 2 years to conquer the West. Danzig. The British Expeditionary Force arrives in France. And right now, Germany's collecting 222 MP, Japan 301, so Japan's got more. Plus, they got a static war in China. So there's going to be a lot of upgrading and rebuilding for Japan. And Germany is going to be attacking, and conquering Paris. All right. It's Sitzkrieg time. Just how strong is China going to be? Ports are taken in Ireland by the British standard. Okay, Germany celebrates. Well, Italy's not going to have to fight alone. And let's get ready, operate. So we're going to spend most of our money operating at this point, if necessary. And October 27th, the weather's getting bad in England, but still in Western Europe, there's a good weather. So let's begin. we march. Maybe a little muddy, but the weather is still good. So there's going to be 3 units I'm going to leave in Poland. There's going to be this garrison unit, the Warsaw, and the Slovak unit. Slovak can go back to Prešov. And we do have a fighter close by here, so let's attack Holland. We go to diplomacy. Netherlands, declare war. And I'm not going to declare war on Luxembourg or Belgium yet. I'll let them do it. Luxembourg will not declare war, so I really can't move anything in here at this point. I don't want to. So I'm going to wait next turn to declare war. And move the panzers through the Ardennes. This is where the Ardennes offensive actually becomes very good in this particular game. Okay, war in Holland. The first thing I do is I want to capture The Hague. So I said I should operate that other air unit, but let's bomb The Hague. Got one out of it. And have to do this very carefully. Okay, that worked out very well. Very good. Let's put the core into Amsterdam. Let's move this army down here. And let's get nothing more than having some experience. And Amsterdam has fallen in one turn. I believe we'll surrender the next turn. And now I can start moving some more German units. Let's get them on a railroad track. The Kern. What I said, spend that money. Spend that money immediately and operate them to the Western Front. Get the armies close together with the panzers, and then we can start moving some corps. These are headquarters. We need to operate them. Run in Frankfurt. We can move this one to Düsseldorf. Get the bombers close by. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, a third headquarters is not going to be necessary, so we don't need to waste money. So I think we can will be necessary, but we can move them towards the front gradually because this is the offense, or operate them the next turn. In the meantime, get this one here. I have all the essential troops, so we'll see how things go next turn, and then if I have to operate some units to cover some gaps, it's done. But pretty much I have the Western Army that I want, and Holland, I can't attack anything else here. And like I said, now is a good time to take a look here at the purchase. I'm going to have 2 more bombers, airborne unit. One's already under construction. Another one is going to be appearing. That was that half strength option in the first one I could have used, but that's not going to be necessary. Okay, I have 2 bombers, a Panzer. And let's see. I have 2 coming, and I have 3 available. I generally like to have 6, so if I can purchase one, will let me. No, I don't need 300. Next turn, I'm going to purchase a tactical bomber, because I like to have 6 of them by the time of Operation Sea Lion. So a tactical bomber is going to do well, but we're going to wait. I'm going to wait till next turn. I'm going to save that money. Well, let's look at a research. Doing all right. It's noting I think that bomber is more important. That bomber is much more important to build. Save that money to build for that bomber next turn. As I have most of the critical units already deployed to the Western Front, may not hurt to reinforce. Upgrades are not necessary, but just reinforce them. Just to spend the extra. The point to start upgrading and reinforcing all your infantry units and your tanks is possibly right after France capitulates, because you're going to get a huge amount of loot. And once the continent is over and you're preparing for Operation Sea Lion, that's when I start upgrading the units, getting ready. And like I said, I want that extra bomber. I like to have 6 bombers. I do have 1, 2, 3 fighters. There's a 4th one coming. Possibly build another one. Fighters. And let's take a look here. Production. Okay, I'm going to build a 3 is okay, actually. With 6 bombers and 3 fighters, you can do a lot of damage. eventually get some new ones. It's just a couple minor things you have to, as an Axis player, you have to think about what is necessary right now versus later on. And you have to make a few decisions like that. Paint playthroughs, I like watching paint dry. And that's why I did those strategy videos to show you what end results you can expect from this. But I'll do this. And Italy. Okay, let's just look at Germany again. Let's finish Germany. WWII. Maybe get one shot at the convoy roads. Hopefully I don't get caught. Be unusual. My luck, a graph spray will get sunk just like it did historically. Yeah, one shot at the convoys. I don't think they got to travel a little way, so I'll be up by Iceland. And anything else Deutschland can do? No, I think I've pretty much done everything that I want to do this turn. The Netherlands will fall. And then I expect the Belgians to be declaring war on the verge of it. And if they do, I know the British are going to move into Holland, and then I can do my little Ardennes offensive next turn. I don't expect the weather to be good. I wish I could move him. Okay, let's see this, that. Garrison. Like I said, let's save that money towards a bomber and then possibly some research and other thing. Because it is essential that I get to Paris quickly. Get to Paris quickly and get the French coastline. Yeah. Let's do Italy. Transport. I'm going to have to get that armor upgraded. And see, Italy's broke already. This takes time. This is going to take a few turns. Upgrade this armor, get it. I'm going to be moving this army over here also. It's going to be 3 armies and one tank plus a headquarters. Okay, 8. Italy's broke. And the buildup is continuing here. Poland has capitulated. Holland has fallen. I'm strengthening my forces in Western Front. And as far as Japan goes, let's just do some transport. And now we can finally go here. It's going to be coming up here and that way. Yes, the armies are going to be able to attack. Upgrade. I want Canton to be attacked. Upgrade infantry weapons. Reinforce, thank you. Move them on a road, it helps a little more. But need a headquarters. Yeah, I do need. Am I going to get another headquarters soon? Let's take a look here. Yes, I am. But he's going to Taipei. Okay. One of them I can move to China, and this one's going to be. Oh, July 42. Oh, no. This is March 41. Okay. Okay. These. I do need to keep them here, you know, just because I'm on the defensive here, and the headquarters do strengthen the units. Upgrade the core. $179 left for Japan. There's not much I'm going to do with the Navy other than just sit there. The Nanning offensive is the priority right now. Move here. And I will move the fighter. Still probably would like a unit, but I don't think he's gonna advance. Could be an offensive right here. Wish I just had one more unit. I'm gonna have to build some armies. Okay, this one needs to go over here. He's got to go back to Fuzhou. I may be eventually. Those special force units should not be. Should be used for better purposes. It's always difficult because Japan really needs more in China. And I got to do the Nanning offensive. That's a must. Let's look at what's coming up. Any armies? April, I get one in Hiroshima. That can be used to plug some gaps. I don't have any immediate. That's a ways off. Okay, these are all for later on, the Pacific War. Oh, I may have to build another couple more armies. Make sure the partisan, that's important, he has to stay. Is there anything sitting somewhere at army that, no. I can't just magically create an army somewhere. Well, if any, Canton will hold. If anybody comes down here, well, there's going to be a garrison, but the special force unit can ambush on a flank or something like that. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is boom. Well, I think with this, he comes down here, I can counter weaken it, and I don't think he's going to get any critical mass on this, guys, since I upgraded the unit. So hopefully this can hold. Just like I said, I need one more unit here, and if they just start ganging up on this guy, this is how Wuhan got lost last time. So I need to pay attention to hold it. I may be able to move this one, this army up here. That would be good. And therefore this line can be held. Either army or a corps, one of the two. That's a dilemma. Okay, I guess we're going to be going into the following turn, so I'm going to leave it right now. Thank you for watching.